Hi. As you can see this morning, I have very unequal light on both sides. It's just one of those days, so I'm going to have to do the best that I can. I wanted to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you how I do my under eyes, and I'm going to just try a different palette. I was actually going to go for the oranges and dark blues today, but I'm thinking I'll save that for next time. And I had gotten the Wet n Wild, the Petalette palette, and this was the new one that they had come out with, where they were updating their eyeshadows. I had seen Sabrina do a look with this, and of course any look that Sabrina does is absolutely beautiful, but that's Sabrina. So let's see, this is what they're showing for the colors and how to use them. They're really pretty colors, and I love purple. So how bad can it be, right? Now, it is suggesting that you do the white on the brow bone and the very light kind of an orchid color on the eyelid. I'm going to put the white on first. Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay. Not too impressed with what I'm getting so far. It really requires a lot more. Okay, I'm used to more payoff with the other ones. I have not used Wet n Wild before, but Sabrina was raving about it, and she was raving about a couple of the others, so I'm willing to give it a try. All right, so I'm laying down my base of this. It's actually a little, well, it's a little, both a little bit shimmery, and it also almost has a holographic look to it. It looks as if it has some little pink specks in it, so I'm not sure exactly, but again, just trying to lay in a base for myself. So we'll see how this plays out. Okay. What are we thinking? It's taking way more to get me to any place at all, so I don't know. My first impression is Let's see. Okay. Then I am going to go in with, for the transition, I'm going to go in with this sort of, I don't know what to call it. Almost to me looks a little bit like a muddy, taupey, pinky kind of color. Once again, here we go. I feel like I'm dealing with the Emperor's New Clothes. I'm thinking I'm not as much of a fan of the Wet n Wild stuff. Could be just me. As I say, I mean, look, some of the really great makeup artists are really happy with it. I really should not say anything until I see the finished look. For a patient person, I'm really impatient when it comes to certain things, this being one of them. Okay, let's see. One more time on the transit. It's starting to build up and look much nicer. So once again, note to self, don't judge too quickly. Not bad, it gives me a little definition. All right, then what I'm going to do is I shall go into the eyelid color, and that has a little bit of shimmer. Of course, I didn't clean my brush well enough. Not very smart. I want to try those other brushes too. I haven't tried them yet. Okay, so I am now putting in the eyelid color, and once again, I don't like the fact that I'm used to getting so much more payoff with my shadows. Nice look, but I don't know if I want to work that hard to get there. But let's be fair. I got 2 of the smaller palettes because they didn't have the 10 shadow palettes in the store, and they were on sale. I mean, they're only $2.99 to begin with, but they were on sale 2 for $5, so how could I go wrong? This one actually, color-wise, reminds me more than a little bit of that YSL palette that was really expensive, so I'm going to have to try that one. If the colors are close enough, I'll do one eye with this and one eye with that, if ultimately I think it's a dupe, so I'll take a look and let you know. All right, not bad. Better than I thought. It's almost feeling a little bit chalky to me. All right, then I'm going to go into the crease. And I want a smaller crease brush, which for some reason I'm having a hard time finding. This is not a small one. No, it's not a small one. I don't like it. Okay, there's hair in it. I'm going to use this crease brush, and I'm going into the darker purple. That sort of plummy purple. It almost looks like an aubergine. And I'm going right into the crease. And I'm going back and forth. I'm not bringing it all the way. I'm just doing it in the out. It should be the outer third, but it's more. But it's not all the way. I can decide whether I want to continue bringing it over after I finish the look, and I see if I think the look needs any more. Of course, it makes it a little bit difficult because I do have a Tom Ford palette that has these purples in it, and that one has so much pigment, and it looks so good. Do I love it? Not yet. Can I love it? I don't know yet. Too soon to tell. I don't know where my brushes are today. Okay. I'm going to take this one and just do a little bit of blending. Okay, it's better blended. I always like my left eye so much better than my right. And of course, what happened was I wound up getting much more of the purple on the right eye, so I'm going to have to go back and add more of this lighter lavender kind of look on the lid itself. Otherwise, it was starting to look muddy. I don't know. I'm not sold on this one yet. I'm going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm going to go back with the crease color and try to be a little bit more defined in the crease. And I'm going to do the outer corner. Okay, for me, I think the jury's out on this one. Let me put it to you this way. It would not be my first choice when picking up a palette to work with. That's on one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is, how good is it to have a palette in this price range that you can use to create a look that you would be able to create with a far more expensive one. So it has its merit on that basis alone. I don't know. By the way, I'm going to ask you all to do me a really big favor and say a little prayer for me. I have to go in for an MRI to check on this growth that I have, and it's, I don't know, it's certainly not looking great. It looks like I might have to have surgery on it. But we need more information, and as the doctor said, we need to have information about whether a general surgeon will do it or an orthopedic surgeon, because it's in a really bad place. It's at my groin on the right side, and it's become a relatively large mass. He's not too concerned that it is cancerous at this point, though there's no way of knowing until the tests are done, because it's movable. And but a little prayer would be much appreciated, and I never ask for anything for myself. It's just not who I am, but I'm a little worried, so calling upon my family here. Okay, let's see, what am I going to do next? I just don't love this look. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, first of all, let me do, I closed it, and that carpal tunnel thing, opening this is not that easy. I'm going to take that very light color again, that off-white, and I'm just going at the top for a little bit before I do my brows. I look at all you gals who do the makeup, and you do it so quickly and you do it so easily. It looks effortless when you do it. When I do it, I feel like I torture it. All right, at this point, what I'm going to do is, I don't have to worry about fallout. There really was none, so that's good. Let me show you how I deal with the bags. Now, I haven't done that mask again on my bags, and I'm long overdue for it, so I'm going to have to do that within the next couple of days at the latest. I'm going to take my concealers. You would think I have a lot to conceal, huh? All right, I'm going to start with, and I know this is not the best way to do it, but it's what works for me. Let me just make sure that that finger is clean. I'm going to take the Touche Éclat, and that was the one that was in that kit that I got at Sephora. And this one, the color was a little too light for me. Oh, it says it's a 2. 2 is what I normally did wear. All right, and I'm going to just put a little bit of it in here and a little bit of it right here. All right. Then I am going to take my brush that was here 1 minute ago and is now gone. This is that big pencil kind of brush for this, and I'm going to kind of pat it in to that area right under the eye. All right, and then I'm just going to take my clean finger and I'm going to just pat it in with my finger. Whether it's the warmth of that or what, it seems to work well for me. Then what I'm going to do is I will take my Tarte Shape Tape and I will just use a tiny little bit right under the bags. I really should be doing the color correcting here, but I am not. And I will repeat the same process that I did with the other. First, patting it in to that area. Now this color is a little bit warmer and a little bit darker than the Touche Éclat. So I will kind of blend them in together. I don't know if it's showing for you, but it's definitely working for me, that there is a difference. Okay, this one, I did such a sloppy job on this one. All right, once again, back to my favorite tool, my finger. And I'm going to blend this. I really probably should use a beauty blender, but I don't like to because I don't want to take any of it off with the water. All right. And when I pat it, I will make sure that nothing is going into the creases. Now, do you see a difference yet? I have one more, well, two more steps to do. What I'm going to do next is that go-to Miraness Concealer Ombre Stick. And I'm going to just where the deepest recess of the bag is, and I'll do the same on this side. The face, I keep doing the face. See it? Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this going out toward the side, because you don't want to put anything over that once you set it with powder. So again, I'm just bringing the light up into that area. See it? Okay. Now I'm going to just rub it one more time to make sure everything is not setting in the creases. And then I will take my Miraness white, the translucent powder. I'm going to take the translucent powder and I will use that. Use this brush. Take a little bit on my brush, and of course I will tap it off into the top and then just apply it in a patting motion here. Now once again, as I told you, I still have bags a little bit, but so little compared to what it was. Now, this is my favorite way of doing it this moment in time, and I will link to all the products below. By the way, that's another thing. I just started to do this the other day, so forgive me because it's not completely done yet. But because so many of you ask me all the time about what products I'm using and to please list them, I am going to hopefully on every video that I put out have a list of my favorite products below with links to them. I guess I'm going to have to keep up on that and make sure those links are active all the time, but they are at the time that I put them there. So I will have that for you. The list is nowhere near complete yet. It's a very tedious process, but I have gotten quite a number of things there, and I will add to them as I continue with the videos. So I hope that's helpful to you. Okay. I think I shouldn't have put the second bit. That was dumb. I shouldn't have put the powder on the second time. I think I was doing better before that. It was really looking pretty good. Oh well. That should teach me. All right, I'm not finished with the eye look yet, but it needs something more to define it. And I know that I have got a purple crayon. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to line the lower lashes. And what I will do is I will take that darker purple and I'm going to use this brush. This is a smudge brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to use the darker purple to just do the bottom of my eyes. What I need to do now is I need to find my purple liner and use that, because it definitely needs more than this. This look is not at all what would make me happy ultimately, so it needs work. I keep closing this and then I want to kill myself. Open it again. All right, I'm going to take this. What I should have done and what I will do the next time, I'm going to just tap it onto that darker purple and put it right at my lash line. To give a little more impact to the look. And I think you can see the difference. So I'll do that all the way to the end, and I want to be careful because I want to lift the eye look, so I'm going to have to do something there to do that. It's not a bad look. It's really not a... I put that double powder on. Just shoot me. I should have stopped after the first one. I totally ruined the look by doing the powder twice. Okay. I don't think the eye one. I have a purple gel liner from that train case, but I suspect that one is going to just be too light. Let's try it. Let's see. Not worth it. No. Okay, I'm going to look for my purple pencil and I'll be back. All right, I'm going to give this one a go. I'm not sure it's going to work. It's the Rimmel Smoke and Shine, Exaggerate Smoke and Shine. It's in purple. Not exactly what I would have wanted, but let's give it a try. It's pulling on my lid a little bit, so it would not be my first choice. I love my slide-on, glide-on pencils. They're wonderful. I actually should link to that also in the description box. So I have to remember to do, yeah, this is definitely pulling. And I would not recommend this for older skin. Not a great idea. I'm getting there, but again, it's really, really hard work to get to a look that I could have created so much more easily with another palette. So I'm going back into this because it really really needs more of that dark purple. For the outer V, now it's starting to give me more definition. And there goes my little honey, who hears somebody in the street and is saying, don't you dare walk on my block. It's okay, baby. Okay, so I think it's coming out better. I'm going to do, let's see, I don't know which one of the mascaras to do today, but again, I will definitely curl my lashes. Even though I honestly feel that the new, when I say new, the ones of this era, they just don't work the way they used to when they had the rubber, the real rubber kind of bumper thing. All right, I don't think I took my mascara off right on my right eye. I don't want to. All right, I think today I'm going to do the Lights, Camera, Lashes, and that's the Tarte. And that also came with the kit. And that's, you know, got a nice spoolie. So instead of having music in the background, we'll have the dogs barking. I really should try the false lashes, but I'm really such a chicken. This is one coat. And let me do the other eye. I don't want to waste any more time because this is really getting very, very long. So I think I'm going to do all the rest of it off camera, and I'll come back and finish up. I'll tell you what I'm going to. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to show you, and it was something I saw on cats. Now, I really should probably watch it a second time before demonstrating it, but you know I'm a kind of fly by the seat of my pants kind of gal. So I'm going to show you my first take on this. I'm sure I have to learn it better, but one of the looks that she did on a bride that I thought was marvelous was, let me see. I'm going to take Stroke of Light, Bare Minerals, and I'm going to put that on my nose for some highlight. And I'm going to pat that in. Now this girl had a broader nose than I do, but I just loved the way she sculpted her nose. It looked wonderful. My nose is not terrible, but she made hers look so delicate, dainty, and terrific that I want to see if I'm capable of doing anything like that. The answer may be yes. The answer may be no. We'll find out soon enough. So let's see. All right, I'm going to take this. This was the, what is it, KKW? And I'm going to just sculpt here. I'm not even getting a straight line. Cat, don't watch this. Oh, I'm doing it so badly. Never try something new on camera. So I think I gave myself a visual bump where I don't have one. Okay, not too smart. Let me see. That didn't work. All right, I'm a work in progress, ladies. I will definitely try this one again in the privacy of my own home when I don't have to look like a fool. Okay, that's essentially going to be it, except for and lately what I've been doing for the highlight most days is I've been going to this Tarte Pro Glow and Go, and I've been really happy with it. So that is it. I mean, it's got some nice colors. I'm using the top color now, which is called Gleam. I'm going to put it here on my cheekbone, give myself that, you should pardon the expression, youthful glow. Just at the tip of my nose. On my Cupid's bow. And down on my inferior jaw. Interesting. This nasolabial line is really not that prominent right now, so I don't know. Okay, I'm going to finish up and I'll come back with the finished product and we'll see what we think. Okay, so this is the finished look. I put my eyebrows on, and what I use for that, and it's interesting because I bought so many different things, and it turns out my favorite of all is this NYX pencil. That's one of the first things that I bought. Now, they're a little bit of a pain in the butt in the sense that the leads fall out sometimes. I mean, the first one that I bought, the lead fell out and disappeared the first time I used it. So I was like, you know that Elmer Fudd thing? Where he's sputtering? That's how I felt. But it has a really nice kind of a lead. And it has, I love the other side because the other side I used to highlight under my brows. So this one has really worked out extremely well for me within the limitations of what the thing does. I cannot tell you the color. I wish I could, because then I'd know for myself, because it totally rubbed off. They should make these things that they don't rub off so quickly. In any case, that's it. And I think the under eye look came out pretty good considering what I started with. I'm going to try to put kind of a side by side. It's not going to be really accurate because it won't be necessarily from the same angle and it won't be with the same makeup or lack thereof. But that's essentially it. And lipstick is the typical kind of lip look I do. I lined it with that pencil I told you that was under $1. That was that Perfect Precision Pencils by RK by Kiss is what it's called. And I used old lipsticks for this, nothing new, nothing fancy, nothing special. I used my, and I don't know if they have these colors anymore. I used my, what brand? Milani. It's number 22 Chilled Brandy is what it's called. In the outer corners. Very dark plummy color. I did it to go with the purpley look. I then went with that old standby that's really running out, and I've got to find an answer for you and for me, that 305 Copper Charm, and that one was in Maybelline, was it? What the heck is this? Maybelline. Yeah, so that one is kind of coppery. I used that going this way, and then I used the what is it called? L'Oreal for the center. Very neutral with a little bit of a goldy tone. And then over that, only in the very center, I put my old standby, and that is my Laura Geller Love Me Do in the Honey Fizz. So that's the entire look today. Let me know whether you like it. Let me know whether it was helpful to you at all, showing you this palette. I think in the end, the look is not bad, and the look was accomplished entirely with this palette, except for that little tiny bit of a line that I did, and I didn't use it much because it was pulling, and I think that was the Rimmel, and that is about it. So I am ready to go about my day. I'm sure you're ready to go about yours, and I will be back really soon because I want to do that the 10 questions about being on YouTube and what I love about it and what I don't love, that tag. So I'll be back with that one next, and I thank you so much for the questions that you did give me, and I will incorporate those in upcoming videos very soon. And again, I mean, today is the 8th, my anniversary is on the 11th. I don't have a lot of time to prepare something special for that one. So thanks for staying with me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Hi, just wanted to give you a really quick update, end of the day, see how the makeup wore. This is the eyeshadow at the end of the day. It wore pretty well, considering. I think, you know, once again, for the price, it certainly is a no-brainer if you want to get a nice look at a very, very inexpensive price. So this is it. I did not replace the lipstick that wore off, but everything else is as is at the end of the day. So take care. Be back soon.